Hello, my name is Adrian Werstiuk, and welcome to my second ThinkOrSwim video, where we'll be analyzing the relative strength index, money flow index, and commodity channel index for two stocks. The first stock we'll be looking at is Bumble. Bumble is an online dating application. We'll be looking at the latest information as of March 4th. First, for the RSI, Bumble is hovering at around a 22, 23. The stock price has been trending downwards since about November. Given that the RSI is below the default oversold indicator of 30, it suggested the stock is oversold. Moving on to the money flow index, which shows the strength of money flowing in and out of the security. The MFI for Bumble is at about a 6 or 7. In the MFI index, a 20 or below is considered oversold. Finally, the CCI is a negative 204.14. This index expresses a variation of a security's price based on its statistical mean. In analyzing the CCI from the perspective of the negative 100 and positive 100 scale, a CCI is considered oversold if it's less than or equal to a negative 100. Given the negative 204, the CCI indicator suggests the stock is oversold. And looking at each of these indicators together, the trend is that the Bumble stock overall is oversold. Being oversold suggests that there might be an opportunity for a price bounce. I would argue that the overall trend in stock price is downward and could remain in an oversold state for the foreseeable future. I wanted to better understand this oversold trend, so I did some additional research on Bumble. In an article from Forbes in November 2021 discussing why the shares were at an all-time low, the consensus was that investors were not pleased with the paid subscriber growth, especially among Bumble's main demographic of women. This could be driven by the uncertainty of the pandemic and people's willingness to meet up for dates in person. Bumble has yet to announce Q4 earnings. Given the spread of Omicron in December 2021, I would have a pessimistic view on subscriber growth in Q4 given the state of the pandemic. As a result, I would recommend a hold position if you were a current Bumble investor. That recommendation could change to buy if Q4 subscriber growth is in line with expectation. Further, I would wait to buy until there is an indication that the price is starting to move up. That would suggest that the oversold trend is breaking the other way. The next stock we're going to look at is Kroger. Kroger is an American retail company that operates about 2,700 grocery stores throughout the United States. First, looking at the RSI, Kroger is at around an 82. The stock price has been trending upwards since November. Given that the RSI is above the default overbought indicator of 70, it suggests that the stock is overbought. Moving down to the money flow index, the MFI for Kroger is 72. In the MFI index, an 80 or above is considered overbought. Though close to 80, this indicator is not pointing to the stock being overbought. Finally, the CCI is positive 241. In analyzing the CCI from the perspective of the negative 100 and positive 100 scale, a CCI is considered overbought if it's greater than or equal to the positive 100. Given the 241, the CCI indicator suggests the stock is in fact overbought. With the CCI and RSI indicators and the MFI being close to the overbought indicator, it appears that Kroger is overbought. Further, Kroger just saw a spike in stock price from their expected and actual Q4 earnings over the past week. In an article from the Wall Street Journal, the article states that the stock price shot up due to strong sales and profits. Further, consumer demand is high because there's a preference right now to cook at home as opposed to go out to eat. That preference is driven by rising food costs. Because this stock is overbought and it is at a 52-week high, the price will likely drop in the short term. As a result, I would recommend selling the stock if you were currently holding and wanted to cash out on the investment. That's my analysis. I appreciate your time. Look forward to meeting with you in a few weeks.